Billy Squier and Les Paul talked about the most important person in Les's distinguished career.
But anyway, it was during that period that my mother said to me, why don't you switch to a guitar? And then you can sing and play and
face the audience and get it.
Because I was going to go to a saxophone. And Mother says, you got something in your mouth. So she kept me from having my back turned to the audience, from not putting something in my mouth, because you can't sing, you can't talk, you can't do all the things at once that you can do if you're playing the guitar. So that's how I got to the guitar.
Yeah, that actually leads me to something else, which is when you, I think at one point, correct me if I'm wrong, you made somewhat of a conscious decision to develop a style and something distinctive of your own under the Les Paul name. Is that right?
That's my mother, yeah. And my mother came to me in 1945, 46, and I was with the Andrews sisters. In walks my mother. My mother with her commercial ear. Says, Lester, I heard you on the radio last night. I said, I wasn't on the radio last night. She said, well, someone was. It sounded like you. So I said, well, it wasn't me. And she said, well, you're pretty good, but she says, that just goes to show you, you all sound alike. As soon as you plug that hose in, all the guitars sound alike. So she says, all these electric guitars, they get the same amplifiers, and they, she says, very hard to tell the difference. She says, you ought to be different. So I went to the Andrews sisters and says, I'm leaving. Well, anyway, my mother put it in my head, and I went back to Hollywood. And I locked myself in there for 2 years. From 1946 to 1948, I did nothing but pick on that guitar. And then I was in the phasing. Now I'm in the phase shift, okay? Now I found sound on sound. Now I found the multiple dubbing. I found the half speed. And I'm going crazy with this thing. W.C. Fields had come in the backyard to make his album. You say you sound like an octopus. And I put on my console as OCT. And everybody that comes and looks at my console says, what does that mean, OCT? And I said, it means octopus. It comes from a friend of mine, okay? But my mother is the one that got me going on the new sound. Most of my audience here are youngsters that don't remember Les Paul and Mary Ford. But, well, there's a few of you guys, okay? I'm surprised. Anyway, many years ago, Mary and I started out making some multiple recordings, and in the effort of doing this, I struck on the idea, besides inventing the multiple tape machine, the solid body guitar, all this garbage, I came up with an idea. And I said, how can I do this on the stage so that you get the same sound that you get on the records? Because it's, it's overdub. You understand what I'm saying, lady? Yeah, no. And so what happened is I got the bright idea and I invented, this is my invention right here, this little black box. Yeah. Don't you wish you could take it home with you? Well, with my little black box here, I can take my guitar and multiply it into an orchestra. Billy Squier is worried sick over my little black box. Now, I'd like to show you how it works. I'm going to start with one guitar and multiply it into an orchestra, and then I can do with those guys, out. Here's how it goes. Now I'm going to play that back for you, okay? That's not bad, right? Now I had a bass part. Now watch. Now that's 2 parts, okay? Now worry the drummer. That's 3 parts, okay? Now I put them all together, it sounds like this. Turn the monitor up.